Chinky's best friend's birthday. Chinky's best friend Goody's birthday was in next week, and Chinky was very excited about it. She was constantly talking to Gattu about it.
Gattu, you know, Goody has asked me to help her to distribute toffees on her birthday. I know, Chinky. You have already told me this more than 10 times. Now stop it. On her birthday, she is throwing a princess-themed party. We have to wear a princess dress for our party. I am going to wear my lovely frock that Papa has gifted me on my birthday. All right, Chinky. Wear whatever you want. But please let me watch TV for now. Why don't you tell all these things to Mummy? You are right. I will go and tell Mummy everything.
Then Chinky ran into the kitchen and started telling Mummy everything with the same amount of excitement.
Chinky, by the way, have you thought what gift you will get for your best friend Goody? I am going to buy a new pencil case for Goody. Will you come to the market with me to shop for this case? Of course I will come, Chinky. Okay, Gattu and you take your seat at the dining table. See, I have made sandwiches for you guys.
On the dining table also, Chinky did not stop talking about Goody's upcoming birthday to Gattu and Mummy. They enjoyed the tasty sandwiches their mother made. On birthday, Chinky entered the classroom and she saw that Goody was wearing a cute hairband. All kids were wishing her a happy birthday and she was surrounded by a crowd.
Goody, happy birthday to you. Thank you so much, Chinky. Come, sit with me.
Chinky and Goody sat together. Then Gattu entered the classroom along with his best friend Bunty.
Happy birthday, Goody. Many returns of the day. Thank you so much, my friends. Goody, your hairband is really very pretty. Thank you, Chinky. You are coming to the party in the evening, right? Of course, I will come, Goody. There is no doubt about it.
That is when the teacher walked into the class and all the kids hurriedly sat on their seats. When the class was about to end, Goody stood up and went to ma'am along with the packet of toffees.
Oh, happy birthday, Goody. Go to the principal's office to take the blessings and give principal ma'am toffees too. Okay, ma'am. Goody, whom do you want to take with you? Ma'am, I would like to go with Chinky.
After that, Goody and Chinky went to the principal's office to give her toffees.
May I come in, ma'am? Come in, beta.
Goody and Chinky entered the principal's office. Goody gives some toffees to the principal ma'am.
Happy birthday, Goody. May God bless you.
Principal ma'am signed a birthday card and gave it to Goody. Then Goody and Chinky left the principal's office. After the school was over, Chinky said to Goody,
Goody, today we had a lot of fun, right? We went to so many classes to distribute toffees. Yes, Chinky. And don't forget to come to my house at 5 o'clock for the party. Oh, there are some extra toffees for you. Thank you, Goody.
Chinky and Gattu went home. And at home, Chinky said to Mummy,
Mummy, look, Goody has given extra toffees to me only. That's good, Chinky. Yes, Mummy. And Mummy, have you kept my princess dress ready? And what about my favorite headband? Don't worry, Chinky. I have kept everything ready. Now go and get freshen up and have your lunch. And ask Gattu to do the same. Okay, Mummy.
After finishing their lunch, Gattu and Chinky started getting ready for Goody's birthday party.
Mummy, see? How do I look? Wow, my beautiful Chinky. You are looking exactly like an angel.
Chinky was very happy to hear the praises. And then Mummy dropped both of them at Goody's house.
Now you can also buy our favorite toys from www.puntunkids.com. Link is in the description.
Hi, Chinky. Hi, Gattu. Oh, wow, Goody. We are both wearing the same colored dresses. We are really looking like best friends. Yes, Chinky. You are absolutely right. We will click some nice photos together. And then we will get these photos framed. Yes! Goody, this is an amazing idea. Oh, I almost forgot. Take this, your birthday gift, and there are some flowers that I plucked for you on the way. Oh wow, these flowers are so beautiful. Thank you so much, Chinky. What is the gift? Why don't you check yourself? Wow, this pencil box is so pretty. And it also has a picture of my favorite cartoon character. Thank you, Chinky. You're welcome, Goody.
Then Goody's mummy called all the kids together.
Come on, kids. Let's cut the cake. And let's click lots of photos.
Then everyone enjoyed the cake cutting and took lots of photos.
Okay, kids. Now it's time for a special game. Are you guys ready? Yes, we are ready. Okay, kids. Now we will play passing the parcel game. For this game, we have to sit and form a big circle. Then the music will be played. When the music stops, whoever is holding the parcel will have to either dance, recite a poem, or sing a song.
Then all the kids started playing passing the parcel. Gattu was the first one to go, and he danced in front of everyone. Then it was Goody's turn, so she recited a sweet poem taught in the school. Next was Chinky's turn, so she decided to sing a nice song for everyone. In this way, all the kids enjoyed the birthday party, and after some time the party was over.
Bye, Goody. Now we have to leave. We had a lot of fun today on your birthday party. We really enjoyed the party. And Auntie, the food was really good. Thank you, Gattu. Thank you, Chinky. See you guys at school. Okay, Goody. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Goody.
Then Gattu and Chinky went to their home. After reaching home, Chinky excitedly told Mummy everything about the birthday party. Chess champion Chinky. It was rainy season, but suddenly there was a bright sunlight for weeks. And this changing climate affected children's health badly. Many children were suffering from cold and flu. One day, when Chinky came back from school, she was coughing a lot.
Chinky, are you not feeling well? Are you okay? Yes, Mummy. My throat has been feeling strange since afternoon. Don't worry. I will boil basil leaves, ginger and black pepper to make a decoction. You will feel better by the evening.
But by evening, Chinky's health got even worse and she had a fever too. So Papa called their family doctor and the doctor did a thorough checkup of Chinky. She is suffering from a viral infection. Many children are suffering from this. But don't worry, I will prescribe some medicines. Chinky will feel better in a few days. Gattu was also very worried about Chinky. So, as a responsible brother, he rushed to the medical store and brought medicines for Chinky. Mummy fed it to Chinky and then Chinky went to sleep. The next day, Chinky was not going to school. The doctor had asked to take a rest for the whole day. When Gattu would come home from school, he used to spend most of his time with Chinky. He used to read her interesting stories from storybooks and magazines, so she wouldn't get bored. When Mummy saw that Gattu was taking such good care of Chinky, she was very happy. One day, Gattu read something very interesting in the newspaper, so he told Chinky about it.
You know what, Chinky? Today I read about a computer that can play chess. Really? Yes, Chinky. Scientists have created a computer that can play a game of chess just like a human. Its name is Deep Blue. And once it has defeated the world champion player of chess too. Wow! You know, I also find the game of chess very interesting. I will install a chess app on your mobile phone. You can learn and practice this game on it, even when you have no partner.
Gattu installed the chess app on Chinky's phone.
Now you can also buy our favorite toys from www.puntunkids.com. Link is in the description.
And then Chinky learned everything about chess and started practicing it. Even Papa and Mummy were happy with Chinky's new interest. The next day, when Papa came from the office, he handed over a packet to Chinky.
Papa, what is in this packet?
Open it and see for yourself. It's a surprise gift for you. When Chinky opened the packet, she found a chessboard in it.
Wow, Papa, it is such a nice chessboard.
Mummy and Gattu also started clapping after seeing the surprise gift.
I am very sure that one day Chinky will be a great chess player. and will make all of us very proud, just like Pragya Ananda. Mummy, who is this Pragya Ananda? Pragya Ananda is an Indian chess player who defeated the world champion Magnus Carlsen last year at the young age of 16. He defeated the world champion at such a young age. Chinky, you can also be a champion at a young age, I'm sure.
Then, Chinky started playing online chess with some of her school friends. And within a few days, she improved a lot in this game that even people from school were also praising her. Some of Chinky's classmates told their sports teacher Radhika ma'am about Chinky. Radhika ma'am herself was a great chess player. The next day, Radhika ma'am went to Chinky's home to check on her. Chinky's health had improved a lot due to the doctor's medicine, but it would take another 3-4 days for her to fully recover.
Chinky, you don't have to worry about attendance. Just take care of your health. Okay, ma'am. I have also heard that you are a very good chess player. Everyone at school is praising you. I am still at a learning phase, ma'am, but I like playing chess very much. So why don't we play a game together?
Chinky placed the chessboard and started playing with Radhika ma'am. Mummy brought tea and biscuits for Radhika ma'am. Then she sat there and started watching their game. Radhika ma'am was very impressed when she noticed that Chinky played her moves in a calm and thoughtful way. Of course, Radhika ma'am won the game, but the way Chinky played the game was worth praising. Radhika ma'am gave lots of tips to Chinky to improve her game. After some days, there was going to be an inter-school chess tournament, and Chinky Gattu's school principal announced their school team.
This year, our school's team for the chess tournament includes Vishal, Pragya, Kumud and Chinky.
All the kids applauded and encouraged the school team.
Congratulations, Chinky. I knew that you would be selected for this team.
While many students were happy hearing Chinky's name, some teachers raised doubts about Chinky's ability. History teacher Sandhya ma'am said,
Chinky is so young. How will she be able to play with senior students of the tournament at such a young age? Though Chinky is very young, but her mind is very sharp for this game. I am sure that Chinky will make our school proud.
Next Sunday, inter-school chess tournament started in town hall. Mummy, Papa and Gattu were also present there to cheer up Chinky. And along with Chinky, the other players of the school team and Radhika ma'am were there too. In the first round, 2 players from Chinky's school team, Kumud and Vishal, lost their game. Pragya played excellently and was qualified for the second round. But Chinky's match was with a student from St. Paul's School, Peter Verghese. He was last year's semi-finalist. Peter, with overconfidence, told his friends,
This little girl will not last even for half an hour.
His friends started laughing at Chinky. But when the game started, Chinky surrounded Peter and trapped him. He did not pay attention to the trap that Chinky was weaving with her queen in half part of the board. And after 15 minutes, Peter was checkmate. Even in the second round, Chinky defeated her opponent and made her way to the semi-finals. Everyone present over there was talking about Chinky. On the other hand, Pragya, another player from Chinky's school, lost the match. Now it was up to Chinky to win the medal for their school. In the semi-finals, Chinky's opponent was Rubina, who was participating in the tournament for the first time just like Chinky. But she was famous in the tournament for her attacking moves. Before match started, Radhika ma'am tried to explain Chinky.
Chinky, Rubina's attacking game is very dangerous. Ma'am, I will open the game with the strategy of Sicilian defense. Let's see how patient Rubina is.
The game started, and Rubina played attacking moves one after another. But Chinky's anticipation was very sharp. She was well prepared in the Sicilian defense technique, which made Rubina lose her patience. Rubina suddenly started making mistakes, and Chinky took advantage of this situation to destroy Rubina's defense. Everyone was surprised to see that Chinky managed to defeat Rubina in such a calm manner. After some time, the final game started, and this time Chinky was playing with Shanaya Verma, last year's champion. She was not only 4 years older than Chinky, but had also won gold medal in a row for the last 2 years. Chinky couldn't understand Shanaya's strategy, and gradually Shania gained control over the game. She killed Chinky's 2 bishops, and one night, while Chinky was able to kill only 3 pawns of Shania. The game was slowly moving in the favor of Shania. Gattu, Papa and Mummy were worried about the game. But then Radhika ma'am said,
Chinky is making high-risk move. And if it works, she will have direct control over Shania's queen.
Actually, Radhika ma'am had taught her this move already. And her guess was absolutely correct. After some time, Chinky killed Shania's queen. Shania's whole game was based on her queen, and Chinky's move had made her lose control over the game. After some time, Chinky made Shania checkmate. And the whole town hall echoed with the applause of the people. The chief guest presented the gold medal to Chinky. Papa, Mummy, Gattu and Radhika ma'am were very happy.
Chinky, you are now directly qualified for the state level junior chess championship. Very nice. Chinky, you spent your time learning a new skill when you were sick. And today you are champion because of it. We are proud of you, Chinky.
Chinky made cake. Gattu and Chinky had no school that day, and they were bored as they had nothing to do. Chinky looked at the TV and said,
This is so boring, Gattu. Let's watch TV to pass the time. Yes, Chinky, let's watch something interesting. What should we see? How about a cartoon? No way, Chinky. I don't want to watch cartoons. Find something else. Hey, look at this, Gattu. This channel is playing a cookery show. Mummy watches this show and makes new dishes for us. Oh yes, Chinky. Let's see what they are making today. I am very excited to find out what's the new dish they are preparing. Mummy never misses this show.
A cookery show was showing a cake recipe. Gattu and Chinky started watching it very carefully.
Chinky, after watching them making this cake, I also want to eat the cake. I have an idea. How about we bake a cake? Okay, Gattu. I was thinking the same. We have nothing else to do anyways. I am so bored. So what are we waiting for? Let's go and check where Mummy has kept all the ingredients that we need to bake a cake. Yes, Gattu, you start looking for the ingredients. Meanwhile, I will go and get permission from Mummy to bake.
So both of them went to do their work. After some time, Gattu came back a bit sad. Chinky was in Mummy's room.
Hey Gattu, Mummy has given us permission to bake the cake. But Chinky, how are we going to make it? We don't have any ingredients in the kitchen. Oh kids, I just remembered that last week I made a cake and after that I was not able to go shopping. So there are no ingredients for cake available at home right now.
Hearing this, Gattu and Chinky became very sad.
We are getting so bored and we finally had an idea to make a cake. Now what will we do?
Mummy saw the kids were very upset, so she said,
Come on, Gattu Chinky. There is no need to get so upset. I have an excellent idea. You can make a sponge cake instead of a regular cake. We have all the ingredients for it.
Hearing this, Gattu and Chinky got their hopes up. They were a bit excited once again and followed Mummy to the kitchen.
See kids, we really don't have all the ingredients we need to bake a cake. So I'm sure you will not be able to make the cake you saw in the TV. But I'm sure you will still make a pretty good cake with these limited ingredients. It's okay, Mummy. We both are ready. Right, Chinky? Yes, Mummy. We are ready. Alright then. You just have to follow my instructions as it is.
Then Mummy told Gattu and Chinky the recipe to make a sponge cake. And both of them started following Mummy's instructions carefully.
So Gattu Chinky, tell me, what shape do you want to give to your cake? Square shape. No way, it will be very boring. Let's make a heart-shaped cake. Okay then, let's make a heart-shaped cake. Okay kids, let's start. Hehehe, Chinky, why you have applied so much cocoa powder on your face? What? Where? Tell me. Oh Chinky, let me clean your face. Mummy, look, the batter is ready. I think we should taste it for a last time to check how it is. Then we can bake it. Yes, Gattu, good idea. Oh no, I think it is less sweet. We should add some more sugar. How is that possible? Chinky, I told you to add 120 grams of sugar to this mixture, right? Oh, sorry, Mummy. I added only 100 grams of sugar in this. Oh, so that is why it tastes less sweet. No problem. You can still add 20 grams of sugar. Okay, Mummy. I will do it. And do one more thing. Add a few drops of vanilla essence to it. It will add a nice flavor to this cake. Okay, Mummy. I will add.
After some time, Gattu and Chinky's mini sponge cake was ready.
Oh my god. Look at this, Chinky. Our mini cake is looking so cute. I have never thought that we could make such a nice cake with these limited ingredients. What's more, it took so less time to bake this cake, right, Chinky? Right, Gattu. It is all thanks to our dear mummy. It was her idea, due to which we made such a nice cake. Thank you, Mummy. Come on, kids. No need to thank me. It was my pleasure to teach you how to make this cake. Now we just have to wait for Papa to come home. After he comes home, we will cut the cake together and eat it.
Then Gattu and Chinky went near the gate and started waiting for their father. And shouted when they saw him.
Surprise!
Hey, what is this, Gattu Chinky? Cake? Wow, that's nice. But why are we cutting a cake today?
Papa, Chinky and I have made this cake. We both were getting bored today. That is why.
Then Gattu, Chinky and Mummy Papa together cut the cake and they feed the first piece to Papa. Papa says, "Wow, very good, my little chefs. You have made a very delicious cake."
You're right. His cake is very tasty.
Then Gattu, Chinky ate the cake. They also loved the cake very much.
From now on, whenever we need a cake, Chinky and I will bake it. Of course, why not? I will teach you guys to make different flavored cakes. Then you can help me too. Wow, this is very nice idea, Mummy.
Then all of them enjoyed the delicious cake while chatting to each other. Gattu's video game. Gattu and Chinky have returned home from school.
Come on, kids. The lunch is ready. Go, get freshen up. You must be hungry by now, right? Yes, Mummy. I'm famished. And I think you have made chole bhature today. Wow, it smells just mouth-watering, Mummy. Of course it will be. I made them for you with so much love. Now come on, take it. It will get cold otherwise. Then it won't taste as good. Okay, Mummy.
Gattu and Chinky took a seat at a dining table. Mummy served them chole bhature on their plates. Chinky was very excited to eat, but Gattu seemed lost in his world.
Mummy, where is your phone? My phone? Why do you want my phone, Gattu? I just want it. Tell me where it is, Mummy. First, tell me why do you need it? You won't understand. Oh, really? Is that so? Chinky, you tell me what is going on. Mummy, he wants to play that game. Don't give him the phone. Mind your own business, Chinky. There is a new game in the market and all of his friends were talking about it. That game is played on the phone. Oh, okay. Which game is it? Mummy, it's a car racing game. Zoom Zoom X. It has lots of fast cars like Ferrari, Bugatti, and you can use them to play. All of my friends play that game. Mummy, I also want to play. Can I play it for a while after I finish? Please, Mummy, please. Okay. You can play the game, but first finish your lunch. Thank you, Mummy. You're the best. Mummy, don't trust his sweet words. He will be glued to the phone and will not listen to anyone at all.
Mummy laughed at Chinky's warning tone. Gattu finished his meal and grabbed Mummy's phone.
Look, Gattu, it's 2 o'clock now. I want it back by 3 o'clock. Understand? Okay, Mummy, don't worry. I will give it back. Yes, Mummy. 1 more hour, please. I have crossed 1 level by now. I will give it back at 4 o'clock, for sure.
And it continued till 7 o'clock. Gattu and Chinky's papa returned home from office.
Oh, you are home? Please talk to Gattu. He has been playing games on my phone since afternoon and hasn't returned yet.
Gattu, give Mummy's phone back. If you keep playing games for so long, it will damage your eyes. Have you finished your homework? Chinky, has he finished his homework?
No, Papa. He has been playing games since we returned.
Gattu, give me the phone and go do your homework. You will not get the phone from now on. Listen, lock the phone with a password.
Gattu will never be able to guess it.
Gattu and Chinky were doing their homework in the evening, but Gattu's mind was consumed by the game.
Gattu, you look like a ghost. What are you doing this early, Gattu? Don't shout, Chinky. I have a headache. You have been busy with the phone for the whole time. How will you go to school now? Gattu, what happened to you? Are you not feeling well? He was playing Zoom Zoom X for the whole time. That's why he looks like this. What? Only Gattu can do such a thing. Didn't Mummy and Papa scold you? I was addicted to Zoom Zoom X once. And now, Mummy and Papa don't give me their phone anymore. Mummy Papa has locked the phone with the password. But Gattu cracked it. You are right. Anyway, today's Friday. We are meeting in the park in the evening to play games. Okay? You guys are coming, right? Yes. Yes. See you then. Come on, Gattu. Let's go to play. Everyone is going to be there. Hari, Pinky, Bunny, Goody, everyone. Come on, Gattu. Chinky, don't irritate me. You can go if you want to.
Chinky was surprised. Gattu was one of the boys who was always ready to play. Chinky was hurt a little bit, but more than that, she was concerned for Gattu. She went to play with a heavy heart. The next day also, Gattu was playing a game on the phone, and suddenly he get an alert on the screen saying in big red letters, "Game update, please wait." Gattu got frustrated. He only wanted to play the game, but had to wait for the game to update.
It will take time to update the game. What can I do till then? Oh God. I should go and see what Chinky is doing. Mummy, where is Chinky? What? You have actually put the phone aside? Chinky has gone out to play with her friends. Hari is also there. Are you going too? Yes, Mummy. I'm also going. Hey, Gattu, you came. We thought you forgot about us due to the game. Yes, we thought Zoom Zoom X replaced us in your life. Yes, I also felt the same. Come on, we are playing tag. You are a new player, so you will have to catch us. Run, everybody.
Gattu tried to catch and tag them, but he's too weak to catch them. He was running very slowly. He started feeling dizzy. He was playing after many days, so he couldn't open his eyes due to the bright light. He was also sweating profusely and breathing heavily. Finally, due to weakness, Gattu fell to the ground. All of his friends were shocked to see this. They rushed to help him. Gattu started crying.
Gattu, what happened? Are you alright? No, Chinky, I'm feeling very weak. I feel that I will never be able to play anything. What will happen now, Chinky? Oh, for Gattu, you are a drama queen. You don't sleep well, nor do you eat properly. You just keep playing the game all day. So, it was bound to happen. Don't worry, Gattu. We will make you strong and happy once again. What do I have to do about it? For that you have to eat lots of green vegetables. And you have to play with us. You need good sleep too. And lots of vitamin D that you will get from sun rays. And the most important thing is, you will have to cut down the time spent on mobile games.
Gattu felt very bad, but he knew that Chinky was speaking the truth.
You are right, Chinky. I will spend less time on mobile games now.
Gattu really listened to Chinky and his friends. He went home and returned the phone to Mummy. Mummy gave him a tasty vegetable of okra with roti. He ate it happily. At night, he slept on time. His Mummy Papa were very happy that he is sleeping peacefully. In school, during recess, once again a new game was being discussed.
It is a new fantasy game. It has magicians and dragons. Really? Why, Gattu? Do you want to be a gaming monster once again? Yes, but not every day. Only once a week. Gattu, you cannot be helped.
Chinky's birthday. Only 1 month has passed since the school reopened. Social studies teacher Prabhat sir planned a unique trip for the students. Students, we are going to visit an old age home before school is over.
Old age home? What is that, sir?
Old age home is a kind of a special home for old people who are living alone for some reason. Some people's kids live far away from them, while some people do not have any family. In old age homes, such people are taken care of, and they also get to live with other people. All the students along with Prabhat sir boarded the bus and went to visit Sandhya Vridhashram. Over there, they saw many old people living away from their families. There was a strange loneliness and sadness in their eyes. Gattu, Chinky and other kids had always seen their grandparents living with their families only. It was the first time that they witnessed that so many old people are living in such old age homes away from their families. Prabhat sir and the manager of that old age home made the kids talk to many old people. Meeting these small kids in their old age home and talking to them made the old people very cheerful. After coming home from the school, Gattu and Chinky told their mummy papa everything about the school trip. That is when Gattu remembered something.
Hey, Chinky. After 2 days, it is your birthday.
Yes, Chinky's birthday is in 2 days. We should plan a grand celebration for her birthday.
Mummy, the people living in an old age home must be missing the birthday parties celebrated in their families, right? So why don't we celebrate our birthday party with them?
That's a great idea, Chinky. But how can we contact that old age home?
Don't worry, Mummy. I will discuss about this with Prabhat sir.
Next day, Gattu told Prabhat sir about their plan to celebrate Chinky's birthday. Prabhat sir was very glad when he heard this idea. This is a very amazing plan, Gattu. I will talk to the manager of that old age home. Gattu also informed their few friends that this year they are planning to celebrate Chinky's birthday in a unique way. He invited all his friends to his home on next day at 5 o'clock. And then finally it was Chinky's birthday. Chinky woke up early in the morning and she bowed down to her parents and took their blessings.
Happy birthday, Chinky!
Happy birthday, Chinky! Now go and see what is that on the table. Chinky turned and went to see. On the table, a gift wrapped in color paper was kept, and it has a note saying, Happy birthday, Chinky.
Oh wow! Surprise gift! What is this?
Open it and see.
Chinky unwrapped the gift with excitement. It was a book with the title Inspirational Women of India. This book has life stories of lots of famous women like Mother Teresa, Kiran Bedi, Mary Kom and Indra Nooyi. I noticed that you also have a spark to do something good for our country and society.
Thank you, Papa. This is a very wonderful birthday gift. I like it.
After some time, Chinky, Gattu, Mummy and Papa went to a temple nearby. They performed puja and Panditji gave them prasad. That is when Gattu received a call from Prabhat sir. Gattu talked with him over the phone and informed Papa, Mummy and Chinky.
Prabhat sir just confirmed that people from old age home are ready to organize Chinky's birthday party at their place.
That's good. So this year, Chinky's birthday party will be very unique. Chinky and Mummy were also very happy with this news. While returning home, they bought cake, flowers, balloons, and lots of delicious food items for the birthday party. In the evening, at 5 o'clock, Prabhat sir, Gattu, Chinky's few friends arrived at their home. Everyone wished Chinky a happy birthday, and then they sat in Papa and Prabhat sir's car to travel to Sandhya Vridhashram. Old age home's manager had already informed everyone about Chinky's birthday party, and hence all the old people gathered in a big hall. Happy birthday, Chinky. I was very happy when Prabhat sir told me about your plan to celebrate your birthday in this way. Look at them. They are very excited to celebrate a party with you guys. Chinky noticed that all the old people were looking very happy today. It seems like it has been many years since they attended a kid's birthday party. Meanwhile, Mummy had already arranged the cake and candles on the table, whereas Gattu and his friends decorated the hall with balloons and flowers. Then Chinky cut the cake and all the old people excitedly sang, "Happy birthday to you." Then Mummy and Gattu arranged cake, wafers, samosas and other delicious food items on the plate and distributed these plates among everyone over there. Gattu and Chinky's friends Hari and Raju had set up a music system and speakers in a corner. And then Gattu and Hari started dancing to a rocking party song. Chinky, Papa, Mummy and Prabhat sir, along with all the elderly people, were enjoying a lot and were clapping to cheer up Gattu and Hari. And suddenly the music stopped and the lights went out. It was dark everywhere.
Hey, what happened?
Oh God! Why is this happening now? Nowadays, we are frequently facing power cut issues in this area. Once it happens, it doesn't come back before 1 to 2 hours.
Oh no, it ruined the mood of our party.
But an old-aged uncle said, "Hey, we can't let this issue ruin the party. It's Chinky's special birthday party." The uncle, along with these 3-4 friends, left the room, and after 5 minutes, they returned with lots of candles. Within a few minutes, they lit lots of candles and placed them in the room. The room was brightly lit due to the candles. Then another old uncle started singing Shammi Kapoor's old song, and the remaining people started clapping to give beats to the song. And very soon the atmosphere changed back to fun and happiness. Then one old uncle sang a very melodious bhajan of Lord Krishna, and another uncle played a flute. Everyone really enjoyed this musical environment. After some time, the lights came back. Everyone showered Chinky with lots of blessings.
Dear, after many years, today we felt like we are celebrating a birthday party with our own family. You have really won our hearts today. Yes, Chinky dear. May God give you all the happiness in the world. Kids like you, when grow up, do something for the betterment of society. God bless you, dear.
Yes, Chinky dear. May God give you all the happiness in the world. Kids like you, when grow up, do something for the betterment of the society. Hearing all this, Chinky's mummy papa felt very proud of her.
Chinky, their blessings is the most precious gift you received on your birthday.
Chinky smiled hearing this, and then everyone wished her once again. Happy birthday, Chinky! New school uniform. Gattu and Chinky had developed a habit of watching a show after coming home from school. School Days was a show about 4-5 students living in a boarding school at Dehradun. And Gattu Chinky loved watching the boarding school, hostel and the adventures that were happening in it. Today also, Gattu and Chinky came home and switched on the TV.
Hey kids, change your school dress first. You can watch TV later.
But today's episode of School Days will be over by then. I don't want to miss this show at all.
What is so special about this show?
Mummy, it is about a boarding school and students living in it. All of my classmates talk about this show daily. This is our favorite show, Mummy.
Oh, alright. I will go and start preparing lunch for both of you.
Mummy went to the kitchen and started preparing lunch. Gattu Chinky started watching TV.
Hey, Gattu, students of School Days look so smart, don't they? And look at their uniforms. Their uniform really make them look smart. Now I find our school uniform very boring. Why is it boring? It is really boring. Plain white shirt and with it navy blue pants for boys and navy blue skirt for girls. No design, no pattern, no interesting color at all. Yes, in this TV show, the girls wear maroon and white checkered shirt.
I personally think that uniform is a useless idea. I wish I could wear my jeans and t-shirt while going to school.
I don't think so, bro. You must wear a uniform in the school.
Chinky tried very hard to explain the importance of school uniforms to Gattu, but Gattu did not get it. In the evening, Gattu went to play cricket along with his friends, and Chinky went to the market with Mummy to buy some things. While playing cricket, Gattu was fielding, and he had to dive in to catch the ball, so his t-shirt got torn a little bit. He returned home and called Chinky because Chinky was still in the market with their mummy.
Listen, Chinky, I tore my sports t-shirt while playing. While returning home, please buy a new t-shirt for me from a sports shop.
Okay, Gattu.
And listen, buy a jersey of Indian team for me. I like only those types of t-shirts.
Alright, I know that.
Chinky and Mummy bought a t-shirt of the Indian cricket team's jersey for Gattu, which had Virat Kohli's name printed on it. After returning home when they showed Gattu his t-shirt, he was beyond happy. By that time, Papa had returned from the office too. So Gattu wore that t-shirt and asked his father,
How does this t-shirt look on me, Papa?
"It looks great on you, Gattu. This blue color suits you very well."
Indian team's jersey is very special in a way.
After some time, Mummy called everyone for dinner and they both sat around the table to have dinner. While having dinner, Gattu asked Papa about school uniform.
Papa, why uniforms are necessary for the school?
"Why are you suddenly asking about school uniforms, dear?"
Actually, the uniform of our school is so boring. That is why I was saying to Chinky, it would be so better if we could wear our favorite jeans and t-shirt to school.
Papa, I really tried very hard to explain him why school uniforms are necessary, but he doesn't get what I'm saying.
Gattu, school uniforms are related to the identity of the school and its students in a way. They are a part of the school's identity.
How?
Well, now tell me, why do you like to wear a t-shirt that is similar to the Indian team's blue jersey when you can play cricket in a t-shirt of any other color?
That is because I feel like I am also a part of the Indian team and it makes me excited to play cricket very well.
That is correct. Similarly, when we wear a uniform, be it a school uniform or sports or uniform of a national duty like police or army, we become a part of that big organization, and that makes us feel very proud.
And it makes us feel like we are representing our school everywhere we go. So we pay attention to behave in a good manner.
Absolutely right. Gattu now understood why school uniforms are very important. Next day, when Gattu and Chinky reached the school, they stood in a queue with other students for a morning prayer at their school. After the prayers are over, Principal Madam made an announcement and told them something new.
Students, this year our school is celebrating its Silver Jubilee. That means it has completed 25 years after the establishment of the school.
All the kids started clapping happily.
And to make the Silver Jubilee even more memorable, we have decided a new logo and a new school uniform for the school. These new uniforms are available in the official retail stores of the school, and from next Monday, you have to wear this uniform. Understood?
Upon hearing this, all the students were now curious that how this new uniform would be. Gattu, Chinky and their friends were discussing it during a lunch break.
This is a very nice idea to have a new uniform. Anyway, I find our navy blue pants and white shirt style of uniform very boring.
I wish our new uniform is similar to the one shown in school days.
Yes, the school uniform shown in school days looks so nice on the students. I also like it.
Gattu, Chinky, Mummy and Papa went to buy new school uniforms on Saturday. There they saw the new uniform for the first time. And Gattu and Chinky liked the dark grey color scheme very much over the earlier navy blue color. On Monday morning, Gattu and Chinky wore their new uniforms and got ready for the school. Gattu was wearing dark grey pants along with cream colored shirt, and he was wearing a matching dark grey tie with it. On the pocket of the shirt, the school's new logo was embroidered. Chinky was also wearing a cream shirt with the school's new logo on the pocket. And with it she was wearing a checkered skirt with dark grey, light grey and off-white colors. This print was very similar to the one shown in school days, except for its maroon-colored scheme.
Wow, Chinky, your uniform looks exactly like the uniform in school days.
Yes, Gattu, and you are also looking very smart in this new uniform.
When Gattu and Chinky reached the school, they saw everyone was wearing a new uniform and were very excited.
It feels like we all have come to a new school. Yes, this new uniform is really very nice. Now I will never say a uniform is boring. I am feeling very nice after wearing it.
All the kids went to their classrooms happily, wearing new school uniforms, and their faces were lit up with excitement and happiness. Gattu and Chinky went to an amusement park. Gattu and Chinky were lying down in their room and chatting. Their TV was turned on too. And while they were chatting, Gattu suddenly noticed the advertisement running on the TV.
Wow, Chinky, look at that. What a big amusement park it is.
Yes, Gattu, I think this amusement park has just opened.
Think, Chinky, our summer holidays are about to end, and this time we haven't gone anywhere to enjoy the holidays. Come, let's ask Mummy and Papa to take us there.
Gattu, you are absolutely right. Papa got an extra workload in the office all of a sudden, and because of that, we had to spend all our holidays at home only. We did not go anywhere this time.
When all our friends will return from their vacation, they will have lots of stories to tell. What places they have visited, how much fun they have had. And here we are getting bored.
Don't talk like that, Gattu. Let's go and ask Mummy one more time.
Yes, let's go. Let us try it together once again.
Then Gattu and Chinky went to their mummy together. Their mummy was busy cleaning the room. Gattu looked at Mummy and then signaled Chinky. Chinky understood what Gattu is trying to say, and they both started cleaning the room too. Their mummy was surprised by this.
Kids, what are you doing? You are cleaning the room without me asking you to do it? What happened? What do you want?
Come on, Mummy. It's not like that. We are good children.
So we decided to help you in cleaning the room.
Yes, Mummy, he's right. If you have any other work to do, then let us know, huh? We will love to help you.
And this way, Gattu and Chinky helped their mother the whole day. And it was afternoon.
Okay, kids. Now tell me, what is it? What do you guys want from me?
Gattu and Chinky looked at each other and started thinking something.
Speak up, kids. What's going on in your heads?
We want to go to an amusement park, Mummy. Yes, Mummy. Our summer holidays will be over in a few days and we haven't gone anywhere this year. Papa will have weekly off on Sunday. Let's go somewhere and enjoy at least for a day. Please, Mummy, please.
After hearing the plea of the kids, Mummy started thinking. And after some time, she replied,
All right, children. I will definitely talk to your father in the evening. But both of you have to keep being good kids. All right?
I promise. We will always behave like good kids. Right, Chinky? Of course, of course.
Mummy smiled at them and went to finish her remaining chores. In the evening, Papa came home. Gattu and Chinky went to their father. Oh God! I'm really very exhausted today. There was a huge workload in the office.
Take this, Papa. I have bought a glass of cold water for you.
Papa, come here. I will give you head massage. It will give you a lot of relief.
Hey, what's going on? You guys are treating me like a king. Ha ha ha. That's when Mummy also entered the room. She was about to tell him about the amusement park when Papa said, Kids, I have a very good news for you. You guys will be excited after knowing this for sure.
Really? What is it? Papa, hurry up and tell us.
You know, the new amusement park that has opened in our city. I have tickets for it. My boss was very happy with the extra work I did this summer and gave them as a reward for it. When Gattu and Chinky heard this, they couldn't control their happiness. They started jumping with excitement. And seeing them happy, Mummy was happy too. So then, alright kids, it is decided that we are going to an amusement park this Sunday.
Yes, Papa, it will be so much fun. I am also excited. Yay!
It was Sunday, and Gattu and Chinky took a bath and got ready early morning. Mommy was busy packing snacks and everyone was waiting for the car that Papa had booked. All of them were very excited. After some time, the car that Papa booked arrived there. They climbed in the car and left for the amusement park. In the amusement park, Papa and Mummy were showing tickets while Gattu and Chinky were talking.
Wow, Chinky, look at the number of rides this amusement park has. I really can't wait to enjoy all these rides. Yes, Gattu. We will sit on each of these rides and will enjoy it a lot.
Their Papa and Mummy also return over there. And they tell the kids, Gattu, Chinky, why are you guys standing over there? Come on, your wait is finally over. Gattu and Chinky smiled at each other and then all of them entered the amusement park. Gattu and Chinky enjoyed many exciting rides like roller coaster, bumper cars and many more. And they really liked it. After enjoying many rides, Gattu Chinky sat down on the bench near their parents. And Papa brought ice cream for everyone. Take this, Gattu Chinky. You must be tired. Enjoy this chilled ice cream. It will give you a lot of energy so that you can enjoy even more rides.
Yes, kids, your papa is right.
Gattu Chinky started eating ice cream happily. That's when they noticed a huge tent at some distance on which Magic Show was written. Chinky looked at it and said,
Gattu, look at that. It seems that some kind of magic show will happen in here. I also want to go there. Yes, Chinky, you are right. Let's go and ask Papa to take us there.
Gattu Chinky requested Papa.
Papa, can we please go there? In that tent over there, some kind of magic show is about to start. Please.
Of course, why not? Let's go, kids, to watch that magic show. So all of them finished their ice cream and started walking towards the tent. Papa bought 4 tickets to the magic show. And after that, when Gattu Chinky entered the tent, both of them exclaimed together,
Wow, Mummy, Papa, this tent is even bigger from the inside. Yes, Mummy, it is so big.
A stage was built in the tent, and around that stage, lots of chairs were kept in a row. Gattu Chinky sat in the first row along with their mummy and papa.
Chinky, don't you think we have got amazing seats? From here, we will have even more fun watching the magic show. You are right, Gattu. We are really going to have a lot of fun. I am so excited.
That is when an uncle entered the stage, who was wearing a black-colored suit, and he was also wearing a magical hat. The uncle had a magical stick with him too.
Wow, Chinky, look, I think he is a magician. And he will be the one performing magic tricks. Look, he also has a magic stick. Yes, Gattu, I also think so.
Children, do you like to eat toffees and chocolates? Along with Gattu and Chinky, all the kids who were present there said yes. Hearing this, magician smiles and then he threw his magical stick in the air. And then chocolates and toffees started raining over there. Gattu and Chinky also collected lots of toffees. And after this, the magician threw his stick in the air once again. And some beautiful flowers appeared in his hands. He stepped down from the stage and gave them to Chinky. Here you go, dear. This is for you.
Thank you so much, magician uncle.
Chinky was very happy after receiving the flowers. Then the magician took his hat in his hand and moved his stick over it in a circular motion. A beautiful rabbit appears from it. Seeing this, everyone started clapping. When the magic show was over, Chinky Gattu came out of the tent with their mummy and papa. So tell me, kids, did you like coming to the amusement park?
Papa, Mummy, thank you so much for bringing us here. Yes, we really enjoyed it very much.
And after that, all of them left the park and went back home. Gattu went to National Park. Gattu and Chinky were in school. And it was a geography lecture. Both of them were paying attention to what the teacher was saying.
So students, today we will learn about animals and their habitats. We are going to learn in what kind of places different type of animals prefers to live, and we will also learn how their eating habits are different from each other.
All the kids in the class were listening to this carefully.
first we will learn about bears. All of you have to look into your books and there you will see a photo of a bear.
All the students start looking in their books and they see a big picture of a bear.
Kids, this is a sloth bear. This species of bear is very common. This type of bear usually lives in a jungle, but mostly they prefer to sleep in a cave nearby. And their favorite food is ants. But sometimes they eat fruits and seeds also. So kids, did you like getting some information about bears?
Yes, ma'am. We really loved it.
The students were having a lot of fun getting to know about bears. And when the teacher saw that students are paying attention, she felt very good.
Students, now we will learn about an elephant. The elephant is the biggest mammal in the jungle. And the elephants that are found in forests of India are one of the biggest mammals found in our world. Elephants usually like to stay with their families and hence they are found to be roaming around in a group. Elephants like to eat grass, leaves and bananas very much. And they normally eat minimum 330 pounds of food in a day.
What? 330 pounds of food? How can elephant eat so much food?
It is because they have a very large body and hence they have to eat lots of food to feed it. Do you get it?
All the kids nod their heads in agreement.
Ma'am, where can we see all these animals? Well, you can see these animals in a zoo, but it is not their real home. And if you want to see these animals in their natural habitats, that is their real homes, then you have to visit a national park.
School was over and now all the kids went to their homes. When Gattu and Chinky reached their home, they saw that an old friend of their father, Monu uncle, was there.
Hey kids, see who is here to visit you guys?
Hello, Uncle.
Hello dear. How are you guys?
Uncle, we are very fine. Kids, Monu uncle is here to take both of you out. Come on, tell us, where do you want to go?
Gattu and Chinky were very happy to hear that. And both of them come up with an idea. Both of them shouted together.
We want to go to National Park.
National Park was at a far distance from the city. So Gattu and Chinky were going on a 2-day trip with Monu uncle. Mummy packed bags for both of them and then Monu uncle left for the National Park along with Gattu and Chinky. Finally, Gattu and Chinky reached the National Park and Monu uncle brought tickets for a jungle safari. They were very excited about it. They followed Monu uncle. There was a very big gate which had statues of 2 lions on top of it. And when they entered through the gate, they saw big boards on which some maps were drawn. On some boards, it was written that do not throw garbage over here. Gattu Chinky, our jungle safari is going to be for 2 hours. Look over there. Our team, the guide and the driver are waiting for us in the jeep. Monu uncle and Gattu Chinky sat on their seat in the jeep. Then the jeep started moving forward. And along with that, Gattu and Chinky's excitement also increased. They just wanted to see the bear and elephant as soon as possible. Now they were traveling through a dense forest of National Park. First, their guide showed them 2 small peacocks who were resting comfortably under a tree.
Wow, these peacocks are so beautiful. So true. I have never seen such beautiful peacocks till now.
Monu uncle smiled upon hearing their conversation. Moving ahead, the guide pointed towards a deer at a far distance, who was drinking water from a small pond. Guide instructed the driver to slow down and told everyone to keep very quiet. Gattu Chinky, don't make any noise. If the deer hears any sound, he will run away. Gattu and Chinky nodded their heads saying yes. The jeep started moving forward and stopped at one place.
What happened, Uncle? Why are we stopping here?
Chinky, there is a lion at some distance and we are going to watch him.
Wow, now we are going to see a lion. Uncle, I am scared. What if that lion decides to eat us?
Don't worry, Chinky. Our jeep will stop far away from him. He won't be able to see us. jeep started moving ahead very slowly and then stopped behind some dense bushes. The guide gave all the tourists his binoculars one by one and showed them the lion sitting far away. Look, the lion has just eaten his prey and now he is resting.
How big that lion is! I really loved watching him here. Yes, this is indeed a very big lion and he seems so dangerous.
The jeep started moving again and finally the animal that Gattu and Chinky were waiting for was in front of them. The ground around them started trembling slightly and then they saw a very big herd of elephants coming out in front of them. Gattu and Chinky were completely speechless to see so many elephants in front of them.
Oh my god, how big this elephant is and his friends too. Our teacher was right. They can definitely eat 330 pounds food. But from where they will get so much food? Who would cook for them?
The people working in this national park take care of the food and drink of all these animals. And they prepare food for this big elephant also. Then the jeep started moving forward and Gattu and Chinky saw many animals. They also saw rabbits, monkeys, giraffes and rhinoceros. Gattu and Chinky were surprised to see all the animals because they had never seen any big animals near their house. A long time ago, there was a small rabbit at Chinky's friend's house. But the rabbits in this forest were very different. These rabbits were bigger and more beautiful than that rabbit. When they were watching these animals, they also remembered the lesson taught by their teacher. 2 hours had passed in no time, and the jungle safari was over.
I didn't even realize that the 2 hours are over. Yes, I really enjoyed it.
Monu uncle was very happy to see that both the children loved it. And then he gave them ice cream. And everyone returned home.
Uncle, will you please take us to the national park one more time? We enjoyed it very much. I would love to visit it one more time.
Alright kids, why not? In my next holidays also, I will take you guys to the national park. After reaching home, Gattu and Chinky told Mummy everything about the national park. Mummy was also very happy hearing all of this.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that both of you learned so much over there. Now let's say bye to Monu uncle. And yes, don't forget to say thank you to him.
Bye-bye, Uncle. Please visit us soon. Yes, Uncle. And thank you very much for the trip.
Okay, bye kids. Saying this, Monu uncle left for his home. The next day, after reaching the school, they told their friends and teachers that they had seen so many animals in the national park. First helicopter ride. Gattu is playing with the children of the society. But Bunty is sitting aside and watching YouTube and learning how to make a helicopter.
Hey, what are you doing, Bunty? What are you making? I am learning how to make a helicopter on YouTube. Oh wow, but why? I'll sit on it and fly. Papa was saying that a helicopter goes to Kedarnath too. So I will sit on it and take my grandmother to Kedarnath trip. Oh, that's a big helicopter, Baba. The real one. How will grandma sit on this? You don't understand, Gattu. I'm learning to make one. Once I'm done with this, I will also make a helicopter with engine. Oh, okay.
That's when Chinky rushes to call Gattu.
Gattu, Mummy have made dinner and calling you. Come, let's go. Okay, Chinky, I will come. Bye, Bunty. Now it's time for dinner. We'll play tomorrow.
Everyone is eating food. Today, Gattu's favorite Matar Pulao is made in dinner.
Mummy, thank you. It's so tasty. I enjoyed the pulao.
Yes, the pulao is very tasty. Really, enjoyed it.
Papa, do you know Bunty is building a helicopter for his grandmother and he was saying that when his helicopter is ready, he will take his grandmother for a trip on it.
Hearing this, Mom and Dad start laughing. How will Bunty build a helicopter, son? He is not an engineer. It takes very good aeronautical engineers to build helicopters. Those who have mastered this subject. They have a special degree.
Aeronautical engineer?
Yes, son. We have special recruitment for them in our Indian Air Force.
Papa, what is the difference between a helicopter and an aeroplane?
They are totally different. Airplanes are more of a passenger aircraft. It is used for all passengers. At the same time, only a few people can sit in the helicopter. Army helicopters are big. There many people can sit together. There is no need to build any special helipad or an airport for a helicopter.
Then how do they come down, Papa?
They can land anywhere, daughter, even on a little flat ground. That's why anywhere when there is a flood in the country or in an emergency or even in odd circumstances, they cannot be dropped anywhere. That's why most of VIPs roam around in special helicopters, like the Prime Minister, the President, the Army Chief.
Oh wow, helicopter is so useful. Papa, we sat in the aeroplane, right? When we went to see snowfall?
Yes, but I'll show you both a helicopter very soon. The Army's training camp is going to be held here next week for the public. I'll take you there.
Wow, then we will sit in the helicopter too.
Yeah, better you both get ready. Next week, the Army's training camp starts. Everyone goes there. There are soldiers wearing army uniforms standing all around. There are also different types of cannons. Look there, son. They are cannons. They are used for fighting.
But where is the helicopter, Papa? I want to see it from inside.
See there, in front of you. It's standing there. Both children start jumping with joy seeing the helicopter.
Helicopter, helicopter!
Arey kids, wait. We will go there. Let's have a close look at it.
All reach near the helicopter. There all the children were standing in line. Gattu Chinky also get in the queue. Right now we will take a ride of the whole ground. All of you please sit down. Yes. Okay, you please take the ticket. Dad brings the tickets. After a while, everyone sits in the helicopter.
Oh, how big it is from inside. How many people can sit in it, Papa?
This is an 8-seater. In total, 8 people can sit in it. The driver and his assistant sit in front.
There is not even an air hostess in this, Papa.
It's not a passenger plane. That's why it is not required. Then an army man calls out, "All of you please tie your seatbelts well. We will rise now." And everyone tied their seatbelt. The helicopter starts rising up. Its voice is so loud. The fans start spinning above.
Oh, Papa, how big are its fans? There is mud flying everywhere. We can't see anything.
Everything will be visible as we rise up. The helicopter starts flying at a certain height. And Gattu Chinky looked down.
Oh, how small it looks. Papa, look at those cannons. Everything looks so small. The whole ground looks so small. Wow. Everyone looks like an ant.
Because we have reached such a height that everyone will look a little different from their actual size.
But why does this have few seats in it, Papa? This is very good. It is also fun to fly.
Yes, because it flies at a low altitude. Airplanes fly at very high altitudes. It is specially crafted and designed to fly at this height. Its temperature can also be maintained from inside. Also supply of oxygen too. While in helicopter you can fly around by keeping the doors open. Because there is no such need.
Look there, that lake is also visible in which we went fishing. It was so far from home, but we can see it from here.
At this height we can see everything. How beautiful it looks.
Chinky, look there. The ground of your school is visible.
Oh yes! Gattu, look below. We can see our school.
Both of them start clapping loudly. Army people were also happy to see them. Now our trial ride will end. We will slowly go down. If any one of you is afraid of heights, please close your eyes.
Chinky, you can close your eyes. You are chicken-hearted. I am not afraid. Don't talk to me like that. Look, Mom, he's teasing me.
Gattu, don't say like that, son. Chinky is a strong girl.
Just then the helicopter starts descending with a loud sound. And Chinky screams in loud voice.
I said right.
Everyone else laughs too. In a short time, the helicopter descends. Mummy opens Gattu and Chinky's seatbelt. Army person speaks to both while giving them a handshake. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Uncle, can we take a photo with you? I'll tell my friends I went on a helicopter with my uncle. How brave is my uncle?
Okay, let's take photos. Then Papa, Mummy, Gattu and Chinky take photos with Army Uncle and return home with sweet memories of the helicopter ride. Pocket money. It was 7 in the evening and Mom was preparing dinner in the kitchen. Chinky was arranging her unsorted books on table. On the other side, Gattu was swinging his bat and practicing.
Oh, handle of this bat got loose. Mummy, I want a new bat.
Gattu, first you do your studies. Exams are going to start from next week. You'll get your new bat after exams. Understand?
Just then, Papa comes from office. Gattu, after seeing him coming quickly, sits for his studies. Papa smiles after watching them study. And he sits on the sofa at ease. Oh, I can't see TV remote. Today's news is very important.
Hey, Gattu Chinky, where have you kept TV remote?
Gattu and Chinky start searching for remote. After some time, Chinky finds remote, which was hiding under newspaper.
Papa, here is your remote. It was here under the newspaper. Why is today's news so important? Is there any cricket match today?
No, something more important than cricket match. Today our country's budget is declared. After saying this, Papa starts the TV and switch on news channel. There's a news anchor who was giving details of budget. And there were many numbers and text written on the TV screen.
She is speaking so fast. How do you understand? By the time I'm able to read something on the screen, the text and numbers disappear and new details comes in. Hey Gattu, your speed of reading is slow.
Chinky, along with Papa, tries to understand the TV news.
Papa, what is budget? Yes, I also want to know. They are talking about lots of money, lakhs and crores.
Hey, you two are very young. When you get old, you'll understand at that time. Then Mummy comes out of the kitchen and seeing the curiosity of the kids, she smiles.
Okay, I will teach you budget in simple words. Budget is our country's ledger account book, where we decide from where our country is getting money and where and how much of that money we are going to spend.
As you write household expenses? Like that, Mummy?
You are right. Like we write Papa's salary in income and all the expenses of house like grocery, school fees, EMIs of loan, savings, shopping and entertainment, all these we write in expenses. The budget of house is similar like the country's budget.
Yes, now I got it. This was easy. I also understood.
But you understood only theory. You have to show it in practical.
Means?
I am giving you this month's pocket money of 500 rupees. And at the end of this month, we'll see what budget you have made and how you have used it, okay?
This is a very good idea.
Gattu and Chinky were very happy after getting 500 rupees. Gattu has a long list of things he wanted to buy, like a new bat, binoculars, one remote car, and many more. Chinky calculated that she has to use 500 rupees for 4 weeks. She made 4 columns in a notebook. Week 1, Week 2, Week 3 and Week 4. On every column, she wrote rupees 125. Then Chinky took one purse from Mummy and kept 125 rupees for first week expense. Rest 375 rupees she kept in the cupboard. Gattu got very much excited after getting 500 rupees. He started eating pizza, burger, soft drinks, etc. after school. He bought a new bat of 150 rupees and spent 80 rupees on binoculars. He was shocked when he checked his money at 15th day of the month.
Oh, all my 500 rupees are spent and it's only 15 days of month. What should I do?
Where on the other side, every now and then Chinky also eats street food and she bought crayons. But per week she was spending 125 rupees. That's why even after 15, she had 250 rupees left. Gattu was very sad because he spent all his money. And Chinky did not like to see this. She took out 50 rupees from her purse and gave it to Gattu.
I made a mistake, Chinky. I should have made a budget like you and spend it. No problem, Gattu. From next month, you can take care.
At the end of the month, Mummy and Papa asked for a count of 500 rupees. Gattu did not even remember where he spent all the money. But Chinky wrote each small expense in her book. In her budget book, she had savings of 70 rupees and she gave 50 rupees loan to Gattu. Well done, Chinky. You not only understood the concept of budget, but also you used it wisely in your budget expense.
Papa, Mummy, I too understood my mistake. From next month, I'll also use my pocket money like Chinky by making budget. Well done, kids. We are proud of you.
Getting photo clicked in a studio. Gattu and Chinky were going to try something new. They were standing close in front of a mirror. Gattu pushed Chinky.
Oh, Gattu, you hurt me. Please wait. I also have to get ready. What is this, Chinky? You are using the mirror for so long. Let me also use it. Is my hair okay?
Mummy came into their room after hearing their loud argument.
Gattu, Chinky, what's going on?
Mummy, how do I look? Mummy, should I wear a frock or a Punjabi dress? The one with the dupatta? It will look good, right? Mummy, shall I wear black jeans or blue one?
Papa also entered the room. Gattu, Chinky, Mummy, are you ready? We have to go to the photo studio. We have to get a passport size photo and family photo.
Yes, Papa, we are ready.
Then what? Gattu, Chinky and Mummy were very excited to get their photos clicked in the photo studio. And they rushed to the photo studio. Hello sir, tell us, what type of photos do you want? Gattu and Chinky were amazed by the different types of photos in the studio. There were several types of frames with photos of models in different poses.
Gattu, look how beautiful these posters are. I want a photo like this. Yes, I also want a stylish photo. I want to show it to all my friends.
Gattu, Chinky, stay quiet.
We want passport size photo for everyone and one family photo. Okay. Can you please wait? I will call you in a while. Gattu, Chinky, Mummy and Papa sat on a sofa in the waiting room. After a few moments, Gattu stood up in a stylish way and asked Chinky.
Chinky, what do you think about this pose? I will take a photo like this.
Chinky also started looking at her face in the mirror kept in the studio. Gattu, you don't need to pose like this. Only your face will be visible in the passport size photo. And this pose is of no use. Come and sit here. Gattu was disappointed. And he sat next to Papa. Gattu and Chinky were so excited to get their photos clicked that they started giving poses while sitting. Then Chinky stood up and tried to peep into the studio room.
Oh, how long do we have to wait? Sweat will mess up my look and my photo will not look good.
Chinky dear, have patience. He will call us. Come and sit.
Photographer came out and called Papa in the studio room. So first we will click passport size photo of everyone. And after that the family photo. So who will be the first? Gattu, Chinky started fussing.
I will go first. No, Chinky, I will go first. Mummy, tell Gattu I will go first.
Chinky, let him go first. You can go after him.
Yes.
Finally, Gattu got his chance. Gattu went to stand in front of the green curtain. But he looked at that curtain and said,
Oh no, can we change this curtain? I want red background.
No, green curtain is the right choice for the passport photo.
Gattu, let him do his work, dear.
Okay, now stand straight. Gattu heard what the photographer said, but he still stood there in style, with his hands in his pockets. Seeing this, Papa slapped his forehead. Gattu, stand properly. We want a passport size photo. Just stand properly, okay? Look ahead and don't blink. Photographers snapped Gattu's photo, but Gattu blinked while clicking the photo and it was ruined. मुझे फिर से खींचना होगा, बस आपने पलके नहीं झपकाना. But Gattu once again blinked. Photographer finally managed to snap Gattu's passport-size photo. The photographer sighed in relief. Then Chinky went to stand in front of the camera. Chinky was standing so straight, and still that photographer said, "Please smile, dear." So Chinky gave him soft smile, and he snapped a very beautiful photo of her. After Chinky, he snapped Mummy and Papa's passport photo too. Check passport size photos of everyone, then I will print them. The photographer showed the photos to Gattu and Chinky along with Papa and Mummy.
I don't like my photo. Can you please snap one more? There is no need. Passport size photos are done. Now let's take a family photo.
Okay, Mummy.
Then all of them stood in front of the photographer.
Photographer uncle, at least change the curtains now.
At Gattu's request, photographer changed the green curtain to red and told him to take their place. Mummy Papa stood in the middle and Gattu Chinky stood next to them. Say cheese! The photographer snapped their photo and a perfect family photo with a smile was clicked.
Mummy Papa, I want one more photo in style. Please, just one more photo.
Okay, fine Gattu. Give a nice pose for the photo. And Chinky, you can get one too.
Yay! Yay!
Gattu and Chinky observed the posters in the waiting room. Gattu stood in a stylish pose for the next photo. Gattu kept his hands in his pockets and then adjusted his legs and gave a cute smile. Photographer snapped his photo.
Wow, Gattu, what a nice pose. I will give the same pose.
No, Chinky, you give another one.
Chinky made a face and stood in front of the camera. The photographer was not going to snap a photo of such a grumpy face.
Chinky, don't you want to have a nice photo? Give us a smile, give a pose.
But Chinky still did not give them a smile or a pose. Gattu went behind the photographer and started doing funny things. He started teasing Chinky. After seeing his clown-like face, Chinky couldn't control her laugh, and the photographer snapped her photo while she was laughing. Photographer was able to capture a very beautiful smile. Very nice photo.
See, uncle, you did not have to say cheese.
Gattu visits a farm. Gattu's papa had a lot of friends. They used to visit Gattu's home very often. Hence, Gattu and Chinky had a very close relationship with their papa's friends. Papa's friends never came empty-handed. They always used to bring something for Gattu and Chinky, like lots of chocolates, ice cream, and many other things. One Sunday, Gattu, Chinky, and their papa were relaxing at home as it was a holiday. Papa said, "Kids, be ready. Your Manish uncle is coming home." Gattu and Chinky were so excited to hear this that they started jumping.
Yay! All rise for His Majesty. Our favorite Manish uncle is here.
Gattu announced Manish uncle's arrival in a royal way, and Manish uncle entered.
Now you can also buy our favorite toys from www.puntunkids.com. Link is in the description.
Hey, I'm just a farmer, not some majesty. Uncle had brought some vegetables and fruits from his farm. Manish, you are no less than a majesty for us. Whenever you come, you bring lots of fresh vegetables and fruits for us. You have a big heart and a bigger farm on the outskirts of the city. So you are no less than a king. Hearing this, Manish uncle started laughing and Mummy joined him. She took all the things from Manish uncle and went into the kitchen. Papa, Gattu, Chinky and Manish uncle were chatting in the drawing room. Actually, Manish uncle was an engineer, but along with it, he also loves farming. He had a very big farm near the city. So Gattu, Chinky, when are you coming to visit my farm?
Whenever you take us.
Manish, they have been waiting for this. Whenever you have time, give them an hour. So let's go today, because I am free today. Gattu, Chinky were delighted to hear this.
Yay! We are going on a farm. We are going on a farm.
Gattu, Chinky got ready in no time. And then they left for Manish uncle's farm in his car. As they step out of the car, they felt the beauty of fresh air and nature's calmness.
Wow, we never get to experience such fresh oxygen and peace in the city. Uncle, where is your farm?
Look over there. Gattu, Chinky looked ahead and they were mesmerized by the green scenery. There was a beautiful farmhouse in the middle farm. It was beyond their imagination. When Gattu, Chinky saw the farm, they started running towards it. That's when they heard a loud barking of a dog. Gattu, Chinky saw that a dog was barking and running towards them. Chinky shouted when she saw the dog.
Oh, magic! Gattu, look! Magic has grown so big!
Both rushed towards Magic with full speed. Magic started licking both of them. Gattu, Chinky also patted him with love and then gave him the biscuit they had brought for him. Actually, Magic was Gattu, Chinky's dog. Papa brought him home when he was just a puppy. But Mummy didn't like dogs. So Manish uncle took Magic with him. Now, Magic has grown into a big dog. But he still recognized Gattu and Chinky. Then Gattu, Chinky, Magic and Manish uncle went to see the farm. Magic was leading them, as if he was the one giving them the tour of the farm. Gattu, Chinky, I visit the farm very often, but Magic never leaves this farm. He has the responsibility of keeping this farm safe and secure. Gattu, Chinky went to see the vegetable farm. There were tomatoes, cabbage, spinach and carrots on the farm. Gattu, Chinky uprooted the carrots one by one and washed them thoroughly in the stream. Then they started eating the carrots while chatting.
Wow, Uncle, I feel like I'm tasting nature, not carrot. Really, it is so fresh and smells nice. It is so sweet too. Why the carrots brought from the market don't taste like this?
It is due to two reasons. First, they are not fresh like this one. And the second and most important reason is chemicals used for it, like pesticides and chemical fertilizers. But on our farm, everything is 100% organic. We make compost on our farm and use it for all of our plants. This is the secret behind it. Then Gattu, Chinky went to see the compost plant and different departments on the farm. There was a dairy department too. It had lots of cows and buffaloes. Their milk was processed in that dairy. Nothing is wasted on the farm. Cows eat fodder and give milk. Cow dung is turned into compost which goes to the farms. Then they went into the eggs department where lots of hens were kept. They used to lay eggs. After that, Gattu and Chinky saw the fish department too. There was a big oval pond full of fresh water. In that pond, lots of colorful fish were swimming. This way, Gattu and Chinky had a detailed tour of each and every department of the farm with Magic and Manish uncle. They also had lunch with uncle and farm workers. For lunch, they had millet roti, green vegetable of fenugreek, along with fresh onion, carrots, radish, and different types of chutneys.
Wow, I never had such tasty lunch. All of this is really very amazing.
Then Gattu, Chinky took a rest in the farmhouse for a while. The farmhouse was a beautiful and spacious house surrounded by the farm. It had all the modern amenities of the city. After that, Gattu, Chinky had a chat with the workers on the farm and learned what they exactly do on the farm. Very soon it was evening. It was the time to say bye-bye to the farm. When Gattu, Chinky and Manish uncle started moving towards the car, Magic also followed them.
Magic, don't follow us. We are leaving now. But don't worry, we will come back again next Sunday.
Magic returned to the farmhouse and Gattu, Chinky also sat in the car and left the farmhouse. School bus. It's morning. As usual, Mummy has prepared tiffin and was calling Gattu and Chinky.
Gattu, Chinky, hurry up, get ready. Your tiffins are ready.
Mummy, I can't tie my shoelace. It's tangled.
Oh God, you're still wearing your shoes. You will be late. Bus will be here at any moment.
Mummy, I can't find my tie.
That's why I keep telling you to check all the things at night. If you don't wear a tie, your class teacher will punish you like last time. Then you will be upset. The bus will be here very soon. Chinky, I've tied your shoelace.
Mummy, my tie.
Wait a minute. I'm checking yesterday's laundry.
Just then they heard a loud honking of school bus. Guys, are you ready or not? The bus is here. Chinky, come here. Take this water bottle or you will forget just like yesterday. The bus driver is now honking the horn more loudly. Mummy found the tie and she was hurriedly trying to help Gattu with the tie. Come on, just give it to him. Gattu will wear it on the way. Come on, run. The driver has already honked twice. If he leaves, I will have to drop you at your school. Papa and Mummy rushed towards the main gate holding Gattu and Chinky's hands. Hurry up, we are getting late. I have to pick up 30 more students from different locations. You have to wait at the gate before the bus arrives. Sorry. We will be on time from tomorrow. Sorry for today. Mummy glared at Gattu and Chinky and said,
See, this is why I always tell you kids to sleep in time and wake up on time. But you both never listen to me.
Scold them later, not now. Let them board the bus. Both kids ran towards the bus. Conductor helped them on the bus one by one. In the bus, when all the kids saw them, they started giving high five to each other. And Gattu Chinky also did the same. They sat on their seat after some time.
Sudha, please move a little bit. You're sitting on my seat. No, I won't. This is my seat. Conductor uncle, see what she's doing.
Sudha, it's not your seat. This one is. I told you yesterday.
Okay, fine. You do one thing. You just sit here and we can together eat chocolate.
Chinky, please help me with this tie first.
Chinky fixed Gattu's tie. Sudha was laughing at them.
Why are you laughing? Gattu, you're grown up now. But you still can't tie your tie.
So what? She is my sister. She helped me with every other works too.
Sudha started teasing Gattu.
Gattu can't tie a tie. Gattu can't tie a tie.
Gattu sat quietly fuming in his seat. Next stop came. And Gattu's best friend Bunty and Chinky's best friend Goody boarded the bus. They went to hug Gattu and Chinky.
Goody, I was about to split the chocolate. Now we all five will eat the chocolate together. Wow, you know, Mummy has packed sandwiches for you.
Wow, does it have cheese?
No, it contains fat. Mummy made veg sandwiches. Wait, I will give it to you too. I want 2 pieces, Goody. Yesterday also you gave me only 1 piece. Wait, dear. Mummy has packed separate sandwiches for everyone.
Chinky started jumping with joy.
Wow, you are my best friend, Goody. Thank you, Auntie.
Goody gave sandwiches to everyone and Chinky gave chocolates. Everyone enjoyed them.
Bunty, let's play word puzzle. What do you say, Goody, Chinky? It's half an hour before we reach the school.
Let's play Antakshari. No, Mummy says playing word puzzles makes your memory sharper. Gattu, let's play a word puzzle, but in a different way.
Different? How?
One person will give a hint about the word and others will try to guess it.
Wow, that's a very good idea. Let's do one thing. We
we will start with you, so other people will learn the rules and regulations.
Just then, driver hit the brake and Bunty's sandwich fell down. He became upset after losing it.
Oh no, it fell down. Now it is very dirty and I cannot eat it. Mummy told me not to eat anything from the ground, but I am very hungry.
Goody, Gattu and Chinky didn't like him seeing upset.
Okay everyone, let's do one thing. Let's share a piece of sandwich from our sandwich, so that he will also get to eat the sandwich. No, it's okay. You guys eat it.
But by then, everyone was already offering a piece to Bunty.
What are you doing? You should eat beetroot. Mummy says it contains iron. Right, Chinky? Yes. And if you eat it along with carrots, your cheeks will be red. Your face will glow. And Mummy says you should eat it in winter especially because it is necessary for immunity. Yes, she's right. Now promise us that you will never throw it away. Okay, fine. Promise. Chinky Pinky promise. No. Chinky promise.
Everyone started laughing loudly.
Chinky, now start your word puzzle. We will reach the school very soon. We won't get even 10 minutes to play.
Conductor was watching all of them. He was very happy seeing the activeness of the kids. Chinky stood in her place and started.
It makes your cheeks red. You may think it's vegetable, but it is a fruit. Tell, what is it? Oh, it is beetroot. Wrong. Oh, it is a tough question.
Just then, Goody replied.
Tomato, because it is a fruit. Correct. You are very intelligent, Goody. And that's why you are my best friend.
Everyone was enjoying the game when the school came. Bus conductor says to the children,
"No one will run. I will help everyone to get down. Just stand on your place quietly."
All the kids stood up and conductor helped them get down one by one.
Bye kids. Pay attention to your studies, and after the school is over, come to the same spot.
Bye bye, Bhaiya.
Get to Chinky's good habits. We all know that children learn good and bad habits by watching. But sometimes it becomes necessary for children to learn to differentiate between good and bad habits. Today, a guest lecture has been organized in the school. All the children are waiting for him, and then he entered the class. The motivator was very young and he had some books and a big tab in his hand, and the children got very excited seeing him. Good morning, everyone. Today I will discuss with everyone about good habits and bad habits. First of all, you all will tell me about your good habits. Let's start with you. Sir extended his hand towards Bunty, and suddenly Bunty was asked to speak. And Bunty started hesitantly.
My good habit is I like to eat chocolates.
The class laughed at Bunty's answer. Okay, next.
Mom and Dad says that completing school homework is my good habit. Sir, let me share one more good habit of Gattu.
Yes, of course.
Sir, Gattu's good habit is that he always helps me doing my homework. And many times, Gattu completes my entire homework. Yes, sir. So many times I have completed Chinky's homework.
Look, kids. All of you told me your good habits. But see here, Gattu completes Chinky's homework along with his own, which Gattu is calling a good habit. It will be a good habit for Gattu, but it is not a good habit for Chinky at all. Rather, it would be called a bad habit. Everyone started listening to Sir carefully. We should all do our works by ourselves. Come on, kids. Let me tell you my story. As a child, both my brother and I had a habit of eating chocolates.
But sir, eating chocolates is a good habit, isn't it?
Yes, son. But we would ask for chocolates from the guests. Then our father told us, if we want chocolates, then we should go to the garden and water the plants first. Only then we will get chocolates, and at that time our house was on 7th floor. We would come down from the 7th floor for chocolates, water the plants, and then only get chocolates. The children were listening carefully to Sir. In this way, when we got chocolate every day, we got bored of eating chocolates, and later we stopped eating chocolates. But we got into the habit of watering plants, and we have been watering our garden till this date. This is how we got into a good habit. All the children were listening to the Sir so attentively that all the children clapped for him. After the guest lecture was over, all the children started discussing with each other about good and bad habits.
Grandma always says that if we have good habit, we become successful in life. Now, just like Sir, I will also water the plants every day. Only then I will eat chocolate. In this way, I will also get into a good habit, but I will not give up eating chocolates.
Everyone laughed at Bunty's statement.
Yes, we should always be like a good child. We should not bother our parents too much. Well said, Chinky.
The next morning, Gattu and Chinky got up early and sat on the bed before Mom got up and started worshipping the earth.
Karakre vaste Lakshmiya, Karmadhya Saraswati, Anmole tu Govinda, Prabhate Kardarshanam.
Mom came out of the kitchen after hearing the voices of Gattu and Chinky.
Oh wow, Gattu Chinky. You got up early and you both prayed together? What's the matter?
Gattu and Chinky got down from the bed and went straight to their mom and hugged. Mom got happy on this gesture of Gattu and Chinky. Gattu and Chinky took a bath and got ready. Today, Mom did not have to chase after Gattu and Chinky. Without saying anything, Gattu and Chinky got ready quickly. Gattu and Chinky were sitting at the breakfast table. Mom hands over a glass of milk to both Gattu and Chinky.
Gattu Chinky, don't pretend to drink milk like every day. You both have to finish the milk like good kids.
Yes, Mom. Let me finish now.
Gattu and Chinky both finished their glasses of milk in no time. Mom and Dad were surprised to see this. What's the matter, Gattu Chinky? Huh? Both of you are behaving like good children. I am very happy to see you both behave like this today.
Thank you, Dad. It is a good habit to listen to elders. Now we will finish our milk like this every day. And we will not bother you.
Very good, Gattu and Chinky. But son, every day you leave after 10 minutes.
Yes, Mom. But we have to reach school before time. This is a good habit, because of which we will not be late in school.
See how intelligent my children are?
Gattu Chinky left for school with Dad. Gattu Chinky returned home in the evening. Both of them put their school bags, their shoes in the right place. And after changing their uniforms, both of them went downstairs to play. Similarly, Gattu Chinky used to get up early every day, finish their milk, and then after studying well in school, they would go to play after returning in the evening.
Chinky, there is time before we leave for school, so let's watch TV.
Yes, Gattu, there is time. And a new cartoon show has also come on the TV. Let's watch.
Gattu Chinky sat in front of the TV and left for school with father when it was time to go to the school. Mom noticed Gattu and Chinky. Every day Gattu Chinky would get up early, sit in front of the TV as soon as they get up. When it was time for school, they would leave for school. Today again Gattu Chinky sat in front of the TV before school.
Gattu Chinky, why are you children spoiling your habit by sitting in front of the TV early in the morning?
What, Mom? You too. We get up so early, and then there is time to go to school, so we watch TV. This would spoil our habit. Yes, Mom. We are watching TV only in the remaining time.
Son, habit is the name of that behavior which becomes a habit when done every day, and it becomes a part of a routine.
What do you mean, Mom?
Son, if you wake up early and sit in front of the TV every day, you will get used to this thing and you won't be able to go to school without watching TV, due to which your habit will be spoiled. Better read some school books than this, due to which you will get used to reading in the morning.
Oh yes, Mom. When the teacher teaches in the school, only the cartoon show goes in the mind.
Chinky understood my point very well. Gattu, do you understand?
Got it, Mom. We should make good use of morning time. Getting up early is a good habit, but watching TV early morning is a bad habit. Okay, Mom. From now, we will not continue this habit. Thank you so much, Mom. Hey, son. You don't have to thank your mom. Mom, our teacher has taught us that it is good habit to say thank you when someone helps you.
Mom laughed at this.
Good habit makes a person successful and bad habit makes failure.
First time in the library. Children usually learn through curiosity. They also get many types of questions. And if they get the answers to the questions quickly, then they get knowledge and they become intelligent. In the history period, the teacher was telling the kids about Indian culture.
Kids, as we all know, people of different cultures live in India and there are different traditions too. The diversity of Indian culture can be understood by the language, festivals, clothes, and the way we live. Ma'am, but how can this happen? How different languages are spoken? Gattu, India is a country where in every state a different language is spoken. And the reason for this is diversity. About 780 languages are spoken in India. 22 languages are recognized in India. Ma'am, but how was it made differently? Who created the states? And then everyone doesn't know a different language. Then how will I be able to go to other states? Every state has its own history. And if you're really interested to know Gattu, then you should go to school library and look at some books related to it. You will get all your answers.
Some children in the class became very happy. Gattu, Chinky and all other friends are talking about the library while having lunch in the recess period.
Wow, it is good. Our principal gave permission to us standard 2. Madam said I will find all my answers in library. Tomorrow we all will go to the library. We? I mean, who is coming with you? I am not coming. Seeing the study books makes me feel sleepy. So I will definitely fall asleep in the library.
Everyone laughed at Bunty for what he said.
It is not like that, Bunty. If you are getting to do something new, then you should be excited and not run away like this. I will definitely go. Hey Gattu Chinky, don't go to library. I have heard that books come in the dream of the person who goes to the library and haunts them. Who told you this? Bhushan, nothing like this happens.
All the people laughed at Bhushan's words. All the children saw that the notice, "Library open for all," was put on the notice board. Gattu, Chinky returned home from school, and as soon as they came back, they ran towards the kitchen looking for Mom.
Gattu Chinky, want to eat something? But rotis are not prepared yet. No, Mom. We are not hungry. We are here to share some good news. The library in the school is now open for us too. Tomorrow we will go to the library for the first time. Oh, wow. That's good thing, kids. Congratulations.
Talking to Mom, Gattu, Chinky became even happier. And while having dinner at night, Mom told Dad about the library. That's great, Gattu, Chinky. Huh? I heard you are going to library for the first time. Good things, kids. Apart from syllabus, one should read books too. There are enough things to read and learn in the library, kids.
Yes, Dad, we want to read. You know, children, I also used to go to the library during my school time. We used to spend a lot of time in the library itself.
Yes. During those days, there used to be only one library in the village. Nowadays, there is a library, but no one goes to the library.
But Dad, we are very excited to go to the library. Rather, we are wondering why the principal didn't give us permission earlier. Exactly, Chinky.
The next day, Gattu and Chinky reached the school library. Gattu and Chinky were registered in the library as soon as they arrived. Gattu, Chinky went inside the library. Both saw that different shelves were made. There were books everywhere. Gattu and Chinky saw such huge books for the first time.
Look, Gattu, how many books are here? Yes, Chinky, I want to read about the history of India. But how will I find it among so many books?
Gattu started looking for a book from which he could know about the Indian history. And Chinky was looking at all the books from above. The librarian sir came towards Gattu and Chinky.
Children, What kind of books do you want to read? Tell me, I will help you.
Sir, I want to learn about the Indian history.
The librarian sir pointed Gattu and Chinky towards a block, and both of them went there, and they found all the books related to Indian history.
See, Chinky, how big our country is. I will start from here.
Gattu picked up a book and sat down at the table and started reading. Chinky also took a book of Hindi poetry for herself, and she also started reciting poetry with pleasure. Both of them got so much lost in reading the books that they did not even know about the time. The librarian sir asked both of them to leave because it was time to close the library.
Sir, can I have this book with me? I want to read further.
No, son, the book has to be read here by sitting in the library. You are not permitted to take the books.
Chinky got angry, but Gattu said in excitement.
Never mind, Chinky. We can come again tomorrow.
Gattu Chinky reached home from library. Gattu narrated everything to mom, dad and Chinky on the dinner table that he has read in the library.
Madam was right. I got all my answers. I will go to the library again tomorrow. Yes, Mom and Dad. I have read Hindi poems. I really liked it. There are so many big books in the library.
Chinky hurriedly finished the meal and hurriedly went into the room and brought her notebook. Chinky copied a poem she liked in her notebook and she recited it to everyone.
Hey Almighty, we are all your children. God gave us a boon to achieve great heights through education. Let India shine with us.
Mom, Dad and Gattu clapped for Chinky. Wow, Chinky, great! In my childhood, I used to read this poem too. Very nice.
Gattu Chinky, you went to the library for the first time, but still you did not get bored and should not ever get bored. Library is a place where you get all kinds of books and all your answers.
Yes, Mom, there is a lot of peace in the library. We can study too. I would personally say thank you to Principal Sir. Mom, our first time library experience was very good. If you are liking our videos, then like them, comment them and subscribe.